What's up, guys? D7 back at you. Let's talk about this Routh character real quick, because there's a lot of red flags and a lot going on with what they're wanting to call the second Trump assassination attempt. Now, I'm on the social media stuff every day, and I'm watching it like in real time all the time. And I notice when shills pick up things and they run with it, even things that aren't even proven to be fact or anything like that yet. And what I witnessed was a ton of people running, saying that, Trump was shot at. Shots intended for him is exactly what some people were saying. And what we've heard thus far here the next day, after watching all of the updates, all the police, all the FBI, everything they had to say, they said that their agents were a hole ahead of Trump and that they seen a barrel sticking out of the fence line. So they fired on it. And when they fired on it, the guy took off running, got in a car, got on the highway, and he was eventually caught on 995. Never once did they ever say that their agents were fired on. Not one time. Not one time. Was dude set up to do so? It looks like it. But why would you even attempt something like this with an AK-47 from that range, 500-600 yards? Like, makes no sense. He has a little camera set up there. Red flags flying all over the place with that. You know that the guy's criminal history, he was in possession of a weapon of mass destruction. You don't think that they didn't know who this guy was? Let's ask a common sense question real quick. How did he even know Trump was going to be there? How did he even know that Trump would be there? Just this morning, they're saying that it was a last-minute decision for him to go golfing there. How did he know? How did he know the perfect spot to be set up in? All them goods. Somebody let him know, obviously. And there's way more to this than what meets the eye. Also, looking at that Time magazine type image that was put out that shows Trump on the golf course and says trouble. Talked about predictive programming right there. All this stuff just doesn't make any sense. But the big question, how did he even know? Common sense things sometimes blow things out of the water more than anything. And let's just start there. I'm going to continue to update. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, on X. They did nuke all of his accounts. Let me add this. When you see what was on his accounts, it's rather interesting, because his X, which Mr. Non-Censorship, Elon Musk, and then they nuked it, they took it down, you would see that the very first person he followed was former CIA. It had a private account that you can't see nothing, so why follow them? And then you found more and more and more and more as you go down the list. It's all out there. People, shout outs to all the people out there that fight the fight. Everyone that screenshotted all this stuff, got video, because it's now being circulated. They thought that they would get out there and try to hide it, but unless they want to take all this stuff down in mass out there that people got on X, because that's where it's at. All this video footage. We'll see what Elon does there, huh? But interesting situation with all these things, don't you think? And still, the question remains, how did this guy know that Trump was even going to be there? Much love, y'all.